All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. Do you want to know how to identify the very best MLM? And it's not as easy as you think, because everyone says, well, we got the best MLM, we got a scientifically proven product, or we got the best comp plan, or you should join now and save your spot because we're ground floor, or you should join now because we're well established. There's all these different criteria you got to consider. And so if you want to know how to identify the very best MLM, then I invite you to stay tuned. Now, before I get into the content, just a couple things. If you get value from what I do, from my content, from my videos, from my blog, from my channel, then I invite you to do something super simple. I invite you to like, subscribe, share, and comment. It's a super easy way, and it's a simple way for you to support my blog and my channel, and you can do it for free. So how do you identify the best MLM? And ultimately, there is no best MLM. I used to think, that the company that I was in, that was the best one. And if you were in another company, then you weren't going to do as good as I am, because I'm in the best one. And it took me a while to figure out that there's no such thing as the best MLM. What there is, though, is there are MLMs that are better fit for you than it is for another person. And the criteria isn't about the comp plan, and it isn't about the, whether the product is scientifically proven or not. It's not to do with anything with that. It really has to do with whatever you're selling, the product or the service. Are you excited enough about it to talk about it all the time? All right? Not about making the money all the time. Like, are you excited enough to talk about so that you can make money? But are you excited enough to talk about the product all the time? And when you're excited about to talk about something, that's when you get really good at prospecting. All right? When I first started in this profession, I would have to force myself to prospect. But now, when you find a company that you love, it's easy to prospect. You just start doing it on a day-to-day basis while you're out there. You don't even go out to prospect. Prospecting happens in life. And let me give you an example here, or a cross example here. When I was in grade school, the Nintendo Entertainment System came out, and there was Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, and 3. And I went through grade school during that particular evolution of Super Mario Brothers. And I loved the game. I loved the game so much that all I could think about was that game. When I came home from school, all I wanted to do was play the game. And as a result, I got really good at the game. When I went to school, I would talk about the game all the time. And I got really good at it. So did all my friends that liked the games. They got really good at the game, because when you do something all the time, you get really good at it. And when you like something, that's when you start doing it all the time. Same thing with prospecting. If you start to like it, you'll start to do it more often. And if you start to do it more often, you become really good at it. So identifying something that's a good fit for you is that if you can talk about the product or the service, even without even trying to sell it, if you can just talk about how cool it is, then with genuine enthusiasm, not pretend enthusiasm, because if they buy, you're going to make some money. No, genuine enthusiasm. Say, it's a pretty cool product. Not sure if it's a good fit for you, but it's working well for me. Do you want to have a look? And it's either a yes or a no. And if it's a no, your enthusiasm doesn't wane or anything, and you don't even try and convince them that it should be good. You just kind of move on. Whether it's whether it's movies, if you like, if you like watching the Avengers or Star Wars, you're going to talk to people that like talking about Avengers and like talking about Star Wars. You may say, well, you don't like Star Wars? You might try and convince, yeah, I think it's pretty cool, but you might not spend too much time trying to convince them why it's good, because you realize that it's just not a good fit for them. So whether it's Star Wars, Game of Thrones, Avengers, all that stuff, you know what? If you like it, that's when you're going to start to excel with it, because you like talking about it, and you like talking about it on a regular basis. So when you're identifying a network marketing company, and maybe you might have a revelation, say, the company that I'm in, no wonder I'm not doing as good as I thought I could be, because I don't like it that much. I don't like the product or the service. I was allured by making the money. But you can make, every company offers a chance to make money. So what you should be focusing in on is whether you like that product or service enough to talk about it, and enough to not get, what's the word I'm looking for? Not to get wrangled when someone says no to your opportunity. You love it so much, you're just going to talk to the next person. So I trust you got some great value out of this. I invite you to like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you want to see more videos like this, go over to my blog. It's KennySantos.com. You can even put your name and email, and you're going to get an awesome audio and grow in your business. Now remember this, every day, multiple times a day, the universe sends us miracles. We only got to do two things about that. We get to recognize those miracles, and then my favorite part, we get to accept those miracles. All right, take care and create a great day.